And we are live. Oh wait, are we live? We are live. We're live.
So,
Wait, hold up. Sorry, I think I'm downloading. Look at that. I'm already downloading Hi-Fi Rush. And then pause that. That's messing stuff up.
are
Anyways,
we able to play it now?
not yet. Hey guys, welcome back to the DLC podcast. Where we talk games, movies, all things in between. I'm Isaac,
I'm Jeremiah. What's up?
also known as Vague Prophet, also known as GCJ, also known as the champion of all gamers.
Yeah. I wish. No, I'm just
So
kidding. No, bro.
it's been a minute since we did a live thing, and if you're wondering where we've been at, well, mainly we're back to doing podcasting. So you can check the link down in the description and listen to our new podcast that came out today, and it come out every Wednesday. That being said, we are still gonna post podcasts like this every once in a while, so please stop by and enjoy. But let's get right into the nitty gritty. The Xbox Developers Direct. I just want to say, first and foremost, for it being its first one, I like how they did it. I thought it was adorable. I felt like I was in a schoolroom, as they were like, it was like,
Damn.
it felt like every student came up to show their project that they were working on, and I'm just there like, uh huh, uh huh. That's what I felt like personally. What about you? Just its
I mean,
presentation alone.
so I didn't. So I liked that we knew exactly what was coming up next. So I will give you that. I didn't really think too much on it like that, but now that you say it's like interesting, Um, it was just them showcasing their stuff. Um, I will say though I was miffed by the ordering because I was like, okay, we're gonna go one of nope. We start at the bottom. I was like, okay, we're just gonna
Yeah.
go back from nope. We're gonna go. I was like, what are you doing? Like,
Like,
oh,
yeah.
I don't know. It's a me thing.
All right, so before we give our opinions, let's just get a little run off of what was announced, and then we'll dig right in. So first, what announced was Minecraft Legends,
Mm-hmm.
Forza Motorsports,
Mm-hmm.
um, well the drawing a
Hi-Fi
blank,
Rush.
High Five Rush, which
Hi-Fi
that
Rush.
it looks phenomenal.
Well,
Uh,
we'll get into that. Then it
okay.
was. Then they showcased. What was the next one? Because now I'm drawing. No,
Redfall,
ESO Necrom.
yeah,
ESO Necrom, and then Redfall.
Redfall, yeah.
Redfall was a
So
good way to end it, in my opinion. But
yeah, and they showed a lot of gameplay, which I do appreciate. But
I do.
easy.
I
Hey
really
bro,
liked
how's
it.
it going? Easy K Entertainment Zone. How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. But
So
Juicy, just give right off the back. I said I didn't want to do it, but since you're gonna do it anyways, might as well just get it knocked out with. What do you grade it at?
for me,
Yeah.
overall, I say B plus, and I'm standing by that. And Jacob and I watched it together. He was not able to be here today because he's lame, and he loves his family. But he also gave it a B plus for with different gradings and stuff like that for what he believed was good versus not. But still, like honestly, I think the common ground between both of us was, like you said, is their first direct after all these acquisitions or attempted acquisitions. After all this backing and stuff like that, and now that we have their first direct down, it's their official name behind stuff. And I think that
Uh,
what they produced was pretty good.
all
Pretty
right.
decent.
So real quick, Easy K says I'm planning to get a Series X this year. Hey, good job, man! Congrats.
Yo,
And Work in Progress says, "Oh boy, here we go."
oh boy, here we go.
So I would grade it at a C plus myself. Even
Oh
though
wow.
it was its first direct. Sorry, I'm kind of getting over a cold. Even though like it was good. Like I said, I like the visuals of it. Um, I'm not a big Forza guy, but
B
I
plus, like.
yeah no. I think C plus is good. I thought it was good. I wouldn't give it a B just yet. But I'm sure they'll get to that point once they get more accumulated to it. Like I said, this is the first time doing it, and they are like before the thing even came out, they were already saying don't expect anything big, don't expect other like hit like us showing us like a mystery game, and Hi-Fi Rush was already ruined because it had already leaked, so I already knew that was coming out. I just didn't know what it looked like. I just knew it was similar in visuals to Jet Set Radio. But seeing it though, it was phenomenal, right? I like that. But the Minecraft Legends, like as you know, I love Minecraft, right? I've been playing Minecraft. I love Minecraft so much. Before it came on the Xbox, when it was stuck on PlayStation and PC, I played a game called Fortress Craft. If you know what Fortress Craft is, then you're an OG. But that was
Huh.
an indie Minecraft game. And then once Minecraft got ported over, I bought it. And then I bought it more times than I can count. And I still play it to this day. And I played Minecraft Dungeons, which was fun, but yeah, it died out. So Legends, I'm kind of excited to see how that goes. Um, but yeah, so I give it a C plus. I mean, it's not bad. Like, did they have games that made me like, whoa? Not really, but there were games I was like, okay, I see where the trajectory is going, and I like it.
Hey, I respect it. Hey, and just you're not the only one I've talked to today that has given it a C plus, and I say to both of you, like I said, hey, I mean that's your opinion, that's how you feel on it, you know. For me, I see B as an average, you know, like B is average. It's usually how it is. C is passing, B average, A is
I see.
exceptional. You know.
For me, I see C plus as average because I was a C student. So for me, C
So,
plus is pretty
but
good for
so
me.
and I take it off that. I guess that's where my B starts. Like for me, 80 is average. You know, a B minus, B plus. I feel even with that, I feel they did just above average with it. I think that for its first
That should
direct
work.
show, Hmm?
Oh no, nothing. They said my mic was causing a spike and scratching. I just turned down my gain. Go ahead.
There we go. I'm just saying, like, so I just feel like given everything that they showcased today, you know, Minecraft, which is one of the most played games in entirety, you know, having legends and being able to set up and play that with more structure feels like Ace of Spades. If anyone knows what that game is, I'm sorry. But it is, you know, it was a fun game when it first came out. Ace of Spades with no guns. Um, it looks like it's going to be great. And like I said, with Forza, I'm not really a racing game guy, so I don't play that. Back in the day, I used to do Gran Turismo. Nowadays, if I'm doing any racing games, it's either Crash Bandicoot or it's Mario Kart. Let's be fair, because Twisted Metal hasn't done anything in years. But
Twisted Metal Black was a flop.
mm, mm. But so then it's like Hi-Fi came out. When that came up, I was like,
well,
"What is this?"
well,
Like,
so let's go with that. Right? Let's
yeah,
touch. So
yeah,
let's touch on that. Let's focus on Hi-Fi, right? So Hi-Fi Rush
yeah,
is already up. You have Game Pass. It's there to play. And before I get my impressions on it, you seem very excited about it, and I think you're going to stream it
yeah.
tonight. So going to give
I
your
am.
impressions on it, and then I'll go ahead and do the same.
So much so it looked so when it first started, I was like, "Whoa, like what is this?" You know, and it's like, all right, kind of a weird story base and a cartoon s style I haven't played before, so I can only equate it to the most recent, like No More Heroes or something like that. You know, it's like I don't know, like it just it looks interesting. It becomes a rhythm based game. It's like okay, I don't know if that was necessarily the best thing here, but as I'm watching more, as it looks like the storyline looks kind of like stupid zany. It's like, all right, I can get behind this. Noticing that like the voice syncing with the movements and the fighting and stuff is everything is smooth. It looks good. I was like, that actually looks really good. I would play it. And then the cream on top or the cherry on top is you can play it today. You know, not saying that that is exclusive to this direct, like that. No one's ever done something like that. As obviously has happened in the past. But for a game that we didn't know about at all, that did so like that was able to take me from that's weird to that's pretty awesome. I have moved my schedule and instead of streaming what I was going to stream, I'm going to stream that.
Yeah.
So I like I want to try it. I
Yeah.
think it's decent. I think it's an A.
So yeah. So let me catch up on the comment. So
Yeah.
EZK says I do like Minecraft. I had an Xbox One, but now I just have a PS5. Oh, so you plan on getting both a PS5 and a Series X, dude? Nice. Just gotta add a Switch to that, and you'll be set. And
Hey,
Whip will say my mic sounds good, thank you. Jacob says niche. Don't know what that's pointing to, but I didn't say anything that was niche. But anyways, for that Hi-Fi, for me, you got not my hero, No More Heroes. I got Sunset Overdrive, right? Just from like the colors being in your face, it's so bright and the mechanics are kind of crazy with the action. And I mean, I thought it was good. I don't really care for rhythm games myself because I couldn't really get into the Crypt of the Necromancer. It wasn't my jam. But this one seems more fun because it's a platformer.
Mm.
The visuals are phenomenal. Like the art direction is phenomenal. Um, I mean, I hope the story's pretty good. I hope it's decent. But one thing that kind of I liked about them announcing it is they kind of pulled a Nintendo where, hey, we're announcing a new game and guess what? It's ready to play.
It's great. It's ready to play.
Like it's right here. You guys can play it now, which is cool because Xbox has a habit of announcing games way before they're ready and then delaying them further and further and further. So it's a nice change of pace for it's here, guys. Here it is.
Fable 4, I'd like to hear something a little more.
So
Yeah.
yeah, no. So I'm installing that game myself just because, like I said, I like platformers. I'm a big fan of platform. Let me turn this down a little bit. I see an issue here. Turn this down just a little bit. There we go. So I see next, I'm a big fan of platformers. So the mechanics look cool, the visuals look cool, and since I'm a Game Pass owner, I'm like the whole thing we always talk about, like we can play the game without risk. But hopefully this lends to a trend where we're start to see more quality in the games. Newer games that aren't past release games going into Game Pass. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
because there've been new games that went to Game Pass, and though I'm sure they have their fan base, they weren't the kind of games that really grasped a full audience. Like I feel like this one probably did. So hopefully that starts a new trend in that regard. But yeah, no, like I'm excited. I'm excited to play. I think it's gonna be pretty awesome.
I think the too is the fact that it's coming to Game Pass right now. It's a game. It is, and I will give it to that. Is the fact that we will be able to play it on Game Pass? Is that what Spike's W? Yeah, no, that was for me, an A rating for reveal. Yes, because not only is it something new from a developer who doesn't usually do this style of games. This is definitely outside of their scope.
Mhm.
It's something that though it was leaked, people like myself, I didn't know it was coming out. I haven't been paying attention to the leaks. But even if you did, it's like we don't really know what it's about. And now that we get it, it isn't necessarily something that I would, if I saw that in the store and like a nut like Halo Master Chief Collection, I would probably weigh more on the Halo Master Chief Collection than that if I was going to buy, right? Like I don't really
Yeah.
know about that unless depending on the price. But the fact that it's on the Game Pass, I do have the Game Pass right now, does leave me like, hey, but it's going to get tried. It's going to get played, and I'm at least going to give it its fair shot.
And I hope
Um,
it becomes an IP that like hope this game does really well to where people want more and it becomes an IP that becomes. I mean, I'm not expecting it to be like a powerhouse like a God of War, Horizon, or a
mm,
Halo, but I want it somewhere in between where we know it's not an ultra big AAA game, but it's a game that everyone could agree on. It's a solid game. I'll.
I believe it's gonna hit the same way that, No More Heroes hit. Although it No More Heroes was pretty great, like I said, it's a solid game.
Mhm,
I didn't see too many people quote No More Heroes, mainly because it was just on Switch or not Switch, but Wii at the time, sure. But it was still a really great game, you
mhm.
know? But to consider it a powerhouse, like, a lot of people were like, "Wow, I'm surprised it got a 2, great. Wow, it got a 3 after so many years, great," it's
Yeah.
like it's more of a, "I'm just happy to see it still is surviving," you
Yeah.
know?
I mean, I
And
feel like
so, I enjoyed it.
I think with Game Pass, with it being more accessible to people, it may have a longer shelf life than No More Heroes did. So it has that going for it. But who
Yeah.
knows? It could just be a beautiful mess that we don't know about yet. Like
Well, we're about to find
we're
out,
about to find out.
like.
We're about to find out. All right. So Forza Motorsports, I don't really play Forza Motorsports, and for me,
Mm.
people may look at me kind of weird when I say this, but every time they just go when a new console, hear me out, Jeremiah. When a new console comes out and they want to show the power of the console, they always show a racing game to show how the light reflects off the paint, the glitter within the paint, and this for me is more of the same. But at the same time, they were talking about they built a lot of things from the ground up. That seems to be their lingo. There, everything from the ground up. The cars sound different with upgrades. The tracks get a little worn out, so every race on that track isn't going to be the same. We have day night cycles. There's so many things they built from the ground up, and I'm sure for the Forza fans who are those people that got the will or know how to spec their cars properly to get those sharp turns are happy about it, and I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy you guys got what y'all wanted, because I think Forza Motorsports is. I'm not. I'm not completely sure here, but I feel like it has a bigger fan base, or not bigger, a more. How do I say, like, not crazy, but more like, for the people that really, really, really love cars, they tend to play Motorsports more than Horizon. Because I feel like Horizon is more arcadey, where Sports is more technical.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So for me, like, I mean, it looked nice. Like, it looked nice.
And like I said, for me, given the B is the average for my points, like I believe that it was, I gave it a fair point of it. It's still, to me, Forza is like Madden from back in the day, bro. It is just, there's not very many new cars coming out. It's pretty much the same stuff. They maybe add new cars, sure, but it's not my game to begin with, you know?
Yeah. Well,
Like
I
I
will
feel
say
like
this.
they're all
Oh, go ahead.
updates.
I will
I
say
feel
this.
like
They're all
they're all
updates.
updates.
Yeah, they're all.
Yeah.
No, I will say that
Like
in regards to Forza, one thing I do appreciate is that you have in-game currency that they're not greedy with, so you can buy the car that you want. Like, I know, I think it's Gran Gran Turismo, that's kind of like a live service game, to where you gotta grind to get cars. I like the fact that this is not so much as grindy, and because I don't think Gran Turismo is even a free to play game, so it kind of sucks that you have to buy the game and then grind in it to get certain cars. Whereas Forza is like, oh, you bought the game, or you have Game Pass. Just play the game. He wants you to play the game. Yeah, there's some stuff that you can buy with your cash if you want to, but I played Forza for a couple, like, for a long minute, just because I like the Mexican aesthetic. And not once was I tempted to buy a car with cash or anything. Like, I just did the races. I got the money, and I got the car I wanted. So that's nice.
that's
But
fair.
okay, so I'm not a big EOS person, or ESO,
Yeah, so
ESO. My bad. Sorry, ESO person. So take it away, Juice.
flip side for me, I did play ESO. It's a very good MMO. It's got
Hold on,
its nostalgia feel. Oh
wait. Racing games don't count as real games, sir. It's on a console. It's a game.
no,
It could,
no, he's got a point. He's got a point.
how's that not a
Like
racing game? How's it? So Mario Kart's not a racing game? I mean, Mario Kart's
Mario
not a game.
Kart.
I mean, it's not a game.
So Mario Kart's kind of like a battle racing game, whereas Forza
Wait,
is just a straight racing game.
yeah,
Like
it's a game.
Mario, would you play Mario Kart if there were no power ups?
Dude, I don't play racing games in general unless it was Need for Speed back in the day.
Well, hold on. But like Need for Speed are more like racing, but like driving. They got stories. You got weird stuff you could do. The Hot Wheels games are the ones I really got
Forza has
into, where it is.
stories. Forza has a campaign. I'm not
It's
saying
more about the.
I'm not saying it's a high end storytelling game, but it has a campaign.
I mean,
You know what? Let's put it this way: if you don't think they're real games, then that's fine. I think they're real games, but let's continue on. There's no point in debating. We have our own opinions. It is what it is. No one's right. No one's wrong.
I'll give you that. Like it is a game. It's just it's not. It's like I said. It falls for me at the end of it. It falls into the same category as football and NBA games. Like I could play them, but it's just the same game every year. It seems. Some slight differences, maybe some different names.
Yeah,
You know.
like I said, I disagree, but it's fine. That's okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
mind you.
yes.
I'm 6 years sober from the Madden. I was on that ish
Mm,
for a minute.
mm,
So to say that
attaboy.
that's not a game, I'm like, I don't know,
I'm
man.
proud of you.
I was in that
I'm proud.
thing, bro. I had over
No,
a
no, no.
thousand hours on each game.
Let me I guess understand. I'm not saying it's not a game. I'm saying at this point it's just updates. At this point it's the same game. So like to say it should be a breakout game, it's like it is literally the same
So
racing game.
wait, so games that are updates are not considered games. Am I getting this correct?
I'm saying that games that are updates shouldn't be considered your flagship game. That should be a flagship update.
It should be
You know,
it should be a flagship update. Okay.
like stop charging 70, 60, $70 for a Forza game. That should be definitely a 30 to 40.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
know.
okay, okay, no, I get what you're saying. Now I get what you're saying.
Mhm.
I still don't agree fully, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, no. So that's but going on to ESO, ESO is definitely it's a really good MMO. It's made by Bethesda. It's Elder Scrolls. It pulls the nostalgia from a lot of different places. You can do a lot of things. It's a lot of content.
Eh,
For them to release all the chapters and do the Necrom is going to be awesome. But I was a little miffed at seeing it here for two reasons. One, Starfield should have been here. I understand it's getting its own place.
look,
But with the direct here, Starfield should have been up here with Redfall. If you wanted an AA play, if they would have showed some stuff, Starfield should have been here. Like,
I don't think so.
you don't think so? Why not? Well, let me finish the ESO thing
Yeah,
for my
yeah,
second
yeah.
point.
Go for it.
Second point, ESO is not an Xbox exclusive. This is not an Xbox developer direct, and Necrom isn't an Xbox only. Necrom is going to consoles on the 20th, on June 20th, which is all consoles, like all consoles it can play on, and PC. It's not an Xbox exclusive game, so it was out of place in an Xbox Direct, in my
No,
opinion.
I don't think so because they announced that you get the 20 DLCs for free.
Hmm.
I think with Game Pass.
Yeah.
So
Yes, which is
that's their sales pitch right
that
there.
portion that portion of it's great. So if that's the case, then don't show Necrom. Just say, hey, you're
Yeah.
about to get all the chapter free. Which, by the way, you
Well,
already kind of had all the chapters for free, except for the newest one on Game Pass. So unless they're giving Necrom for free, which I don't think they are.
I don't play the game, but the reason
Mhm.
I feel like Starfield shouldn't be there. I get everyone wants to see it. It's been delayed.
Mhm.
It's the game that most people will say it'll make or break Microsoft or Xbox. Which I mean, when you're a multi-trillion-dollar company, I don't think anything can really make or break you. But I think a game like that deserves its own presentation because how much it's been delayed and how much people want to see it. Because my thing is, what would be better, seeing it there and getting about 5 minutes worth of gameplay, or getting it a whole presentation for it where you get at least 30 plus minutes of gameplay amongst other details within the game itself. That way they could probably show you, hey, this is why it was delayed. This is what we've been working on. I feel a more in-depth thing is what maybe fans would rather have more than just a little snippet here and there. And also with Redfall being another flagship game, I don't see them being released close to each other because at
Mm.
that point they need a flagship game for every quarter. So Redfall's gonna be that first flagship game. So you don't want to take eyes off of that game right now. Like let that game not have its not have compet. Like you don't want to compete against yourself. So let Redfall go out there, do its thing, and then bring Starfield in, and let that do its thing, and then push and go forward with whatever other games you have left. So that's why I feel like it shouldn't be there because I feel like that would have overshadowed Redfall in a heartbeat. No, like people are talking about Redfall right now, but if Starfield was there, it would not have existed. Starfield would have been trending on Twitter. I mean, people would have been doing video breakdowns, trader breakdowns of Starfield. So, in order to keep that game in the spotlight, you got to pull that game back.
So, and I will disagree with that. So Starfield. So what do you think is better? To do a direct out there, which was highly misleading for a lot of people. Like, okay, so we're gonna hear about it here. Nope, it's gonna be something else, and just showing us ESO instead, or giving a 5 second thing saying here's Starfield, like, and give the developers time to talk. It's like we like this is where you like, hey, we had delay, but we've got some good, we want to show you some good stuff. Show a little bit and be like, hey, we're gonna have a further presentation later on, like today or something, and then
Well,
go to that, and on that same token, bring out ESO like
I
in a
feel
Bethesda
no,
way.
I feel like it doesn't need it. The game's big enough as it is. It doesn't need someone to you don't that game is so big you don't need it here to get people ready for the not for the big finale. Like people are already hot and wet and ready for that game. So
No
you
one.
don't you don't need
Yeah.
to you don't need to ex, you know make sure people go to watch it. Like people are gonna be. That's probably gonna be one of the most viewed trailers or gameplays streamed by Xbox in a very long time.
What I'm saying is, it's not about for Bethesda, you know? It's
No,
about for your direct, for your first direct, bringing out your bangers right here that
no,
would have put a lot of eyes on it. People
no,
were gonna watch it regardless.
no. I get for your first direct, you want that big boom.
Mhm.
I get it. I get that. They missed the opportunity when the game was delayed. This developer directing is a year too late.
Mhm.
So for that, and it's a year too late. So like the game, Starfield is already hyped as it is, and I get you want people to come see it, but that's what I liked about it. I'm like, hey, don't expect it. Like we got something planned for it on the back end. So let me just show you these other games for now. Like I said, they had Redfall. That's one of their big flagship games that they're trying to push really hard. Because at first
Yeah.
people, because though people did were saying they do like it, it looks interesting. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, it's another Back for Blood, Left for Dead game." Because I was saying that when it was first announced, I'm like, another co-op shooter game. Like this seems kind of lame. And since then they've been trying their best to try to get away from that comparison. So
Mhm.
what's the best way to do that? Give them the spotlight, give them the whole floor, and let them show various forms of gameplay and mechanics within the game to show hey, it ain't what you guys think it is. It's different. Like I feel like Redfall needed this more than the Xbox developers direct needed Starfield to be within that.
Like I said, I'm gonna disagree with it. And to the same point, like you're right, it has been like pushed back so much. So at this point, we're okay with them continuing to push things back. Like no, like at this point, it's 2023. It should be their year. With everything they've been doing and acquiring and everything they've
Yeah.
been getting set up, you need to come out spitting hot fire. Spitting hot fire is not taking your number one game and pushing it back further. So that's, I mean, that's
Dude,
going
they
to
did
hurt,
that.
which is why it hurts.
They did that with Halo. Okay, it ain't their first rodeo.
I'm saying that when do we stop accepting that?
I feel like
When do we
after
stop?
Starfield, I feel like that's probably where, and hopefully that's where it ends. That cycle ends.
Well, like my thing is, if we continue to allow it, even with this, like
I
then
mean,
whenever they do it for Fable 4, hint hint, when is it? I mean, when are we going to see it? Elder Scrolls 6, when are we going to see it?
I mean,
My thing is, when are we finally going to put our foot down after it's been a gaming console for 16 plus years
and here's
and
my
say, yo,
and here's what I say to that, right? Because I'm one of those people that don't get too wrapped up in things like that.
no,
What can I do, Jeremiah? What can I do to prevent that? What do you want me to do? Is there anything I can physically do to stop that? No, because I could cancel my Game Pass, and then two other people
Mhm.
may start theirs back up. And I get you can say we could come as a community and unite together and go against the forces of evil. But you got the Xbox fanboys that will never turn their backs on them. You got, for instance, with Sony, with their habits, you got the fanboys that won't turn their backs on them. Hell, Nintendo's been screwing us from the very beginning, and we still buy their games. So the whole notion of when will this end? When will we stop? It ain't never gonna stop, bro. We don't have that power. Technically, okay, let me rephrase it. We do have that power, but we're not gonna flex it
we're
because
not
we're
going to use it
too
now.
loyal and too naive to even think of not buying a game from one of our favorite companies.
So hold on. So what I'm hearing here is we're too loyal and naive, so let's continue to be too loyal and naive
Exactly.
because we should. I
Exactly.
like it. I love it. That's where we are.
Exactly. Because the
But
thing is,
my thing is, it's not about you
acknowledgement.
doing something different. It's not about you doing something different. It's about the fact of we should hold them to a higher standard
No,
as a
no.
gaming community.
Oh yeah, no, we should not. I'm not defending them, Jeremiah. Don't get it.
I
I
mean,
am not defending their
you
habits.
kind of just did, you
No,
know.
no, 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 no. All I'm saying is I don't get wrapped up in that because I know I can't do nothing about it. That's what I'm saying. So
So I feel like
I
you're
don't.
not dedicated enough. I saw one man do a lot in a Guy Fawkes mask, like his name was Guy Fawkes. So
Again, that's different. I mean, hey, if someone wants to do it, go for it. But I'm just more like, eh. I do. The thing is, like, I guess I'm on the side of I don't really care for Starfield because I don't really play Bethesda games like that. I don't play those open world games. But for me, when the delays are announced and this and that, I'm just like I don't care, and I'm
Hometown girlfriend.
no, but I'm just like I don't like. For me, I don't care about that game, right? Like when Halo got delayed, I wasn't even mad. I expected it. It's 343. You know, like I'm just like all right, whatever. Like I don't
Just
even. It's
just
like
like learn to help us. It's like, yeah, my C's are in this truck, Dave. You don't understand. Like, I get it. I get it. I get it. You're accepting the relationship. I just, I love myself a little more. So
I mean, I
it
love
is what it
myself.
is, bro.
Hey, to be honest, I've been playing more PC games. I've been. Well, we'll discuss it later, but let's. We have an appreciation post. I've been playing other games, but
That's
anyways,
fair. That's fair.
let's wrap up. So all in all, you said you gave it a B plus,
I'd
or
say B plus.
I give it a C plus. I think it's a good step in the
It's
right
fair.
direction. People didn't get what they wanted, which honestly, that's with anything. People didn't get what they wanted with Sony and their PlayStation State of Play. Hell, we're still waiting for Silk Song from Nintendo Switch.
Don't even get
So,
me started on Silk
so my
Song. I'm
thing,
every day, Team Cherry, every day. Like,
so my thing is like, no one, not everyone's not gonna be happy with what's announced. People are gonna have their complaints. For me, I'm just looking at it as like, hey, you guys are actually at least showing that you're trying.
and
And
that's why I really like it, and I give it like my thing is B plus because this, unlike other years, unlike other times, they actually put their name behind it.
yeah, yeah,
Like, yo, here's our direct. Here's our direct. This is from our developers. These are the times they're coming out. These are the games we've got, and this is what we are backing. I love it.
yeah.
So,
One thing I did like, I now understand it's in the name Developers Direct, so the attention is strictly on the developers. I like that
mhm.
Philly Spence didn't make an appearance. I like that he was not shown or even made a cameo.
And so I didn't think about it from the Philly spin, but really just like I'm glad we didn't have someone up there like, great, that was a great game, but now
Yeah,
let's go see what they're doing over at Mojang. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no,
Like you said,
no.
they were just like the way they did it, where they just you're literally going from bang, 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 bang. That's the show. Have a good day. And I was like, you know what? I like it. It's simple. I'm sure they'll do some other wacky things to spice it up a bit, but for a good foundation, I like it. So it
It is
wasn't bad.
certainly a good start. I'm glad we have this, and I'm looking forward to future ones. I am. I want to see, and I can't wait.
So
So,
Jacob says for the first one, I give it an A. If it was their second or more, then yeah, I expect more. Yeah, no, I expect more. Like I think Starfield is gonna get things going for sure. As someone doing their first. Yeah, no,
mhm.
exactly. But all right, guys, thanks for everyone to stop by. If you're catching the VOD and you disagree or agree with any of us, let us know down in the comments. If you know when we go live, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. Jeremiah and I kind of have a schedule going.
It got a little weird for the work, but it
Work,
happens.
work, school. But I think 7:30 Central Time is our streaming hours, and I think Jersey streams on Monday, Tuesday. I stream
Mhm.
on Thursday, Friday. So like that's from 7:30 to I think 9:30, depending on how the game turns out. Honestly,
Yeah, depending on the time for it. Oh, I'm
but
really got and I'm saying it here to set up like next Monday, I'm setting up for a Monster Hunter Monday, just getting on the rise with it. I was gonna try to do it this week, it just didn't work out, and especially with everything happening with this hi-fi and stuff like that, it's like, all right, we'll go put it back. I want Monster Hunter Monday, and so look forward to that at 7:30 on Monday. Um,
I would
yeah.
say at 7:30 tonight, you're streaming Hi-Fi Rush.
Well, I honestly do it as quickly as I could, so it might be here in the next bit. Might be more around 7, just depends on if I can get into it.
All right,
So
so
look forward to it if you wanna see it.
yeah, make sure, like I said, make sure you subscribe, follow us on all of our social media pages: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that. Do let's chat, and